her little heart out, climbing all over me, and making sure the audience got a much better look at her sweet, heart-shaped face than mine. Too bad this one didn't run off with the tenor. Not that I was worried about the competition. While she was undeniably lovely, with black hair, pale blue eyes, and perfect white skin, I'm not exactly unappealing myself. Tall, of course, with greenish blue eyes and, thank you, naturally blonde hair with a reddish cast, all perfectly set off by my midnight blue costume. Though, when the curtain is down, I'm more likely to be smiling or laughing at Tommy's latest joke than cultivating the soulful look you might have seen in my carte de visite. At least it was quiet at the moment. After the intermission, there'd been some kind of Donnybrook among the young stagehands. It had happened before, though not in the usually professional New Haven. This scuffle wasn't especially serious, unlike the incident in Cleveland, where one hand tossed another right into the orchestra pit, ruining the rehearsal, the timpani, and his career in the performing arts. Tonight, though, all I'd heard was a treble voice yelling, "Take your hands off me, you nothrach! I'm done with ya!" and some running footsteps. If it had gone any further than that, I'd have had to ask Tommy to have a word, which I absolutely did not want to do. From the accent, the boy was fresh off the boat, probably from Scotland, and he almost certainly could not afford to lose his livelihood. In any case, I had other concerns just then. Beyond the warring stagehands, the aggressively lovely Miss Violet would still be in need of correction later tonight, and I owed the audience my best in the final scene. Whoever might be the fairest of them all, real talent beats overwrought hopeful every time. I finished my final aria and expired, satisfied to hear that moment of absolute silence from the audience that means they're truly moved. As Violet took her turn, I watched her through my eyelashes, suddenly realizing she looked really sick. Jealousy's an ugly thing, I reflected, only slightly uncharitably, as she collapsed on me with a strangled cry, without finishing her final notes. How very rude, I thought, remembering the many times I'd pushed through all manner of unpleasantness. She didn't move during the last few moments of the show, but thanks to the heavy costumes we all wear, I did not realize she wasn't breathing until the curtain was falling. "Tommy!" I yelled, thoroughly inelegantly, as I tried to climb out from under her and see what I could do to help. Tommy Hurley, my cousin, manager, best friend, and rock, ran over from the wings, his usually cool blue-green eyes wide with concern. "What happened?" "There's something very wrong with Violet." It was one of my more magnificent understatements. Chapter 2, in which we meet the Wicked Duke. Late April, in Washington Square. "Come on, Tommy, at least try to parry," I urged, swiping my foil. Really, I should stop practicing my fencing with him, but I didn't have anyone else at the minute, and it's like dancing. You have to stay sharp. I usually alternate days between the two, and no, I don't even attempt dancing with Toms. "I'm trying, Heller." He rarely calls me anything but the childhood nickname, earned during any number of street scuffles. "Too bad you don't box." "Sorry, champ," I pointed, jokingly, to my face. "Can't afford to risk my lovely visage." Tommy laughed. He really had briefly been a top fighter, until he decided that no amount of violence would make him the man he wasn't, and didn't want to be, and turned his management skills from his career to mine. He'd gotten out soon enough that he still had the muscles and dangerous air, but no noticeable